sugar upon you. You dirty, sweet, and you, my girl. Get it on, bang on, get it on. Get it on, bang on, get it on. Get it on, bang on, get it on.
I've been a native of Vero Beach all of my life, and it's really been a great place.
A week
to
at
watch.
Dodgertown is meant to be a lot of fun. But there are a few rules, as Assistant Director Nancy Golnick and Field Supervisor Guy Wellman explained on the first morning of camp.
The Albuquerque team, and we're happy to have him here, manager Bill Russell. He's the manager, and Guy Conte will be his coach. San Antonio, I've tried to get this guy here for years, and we were happy to get him back, Joey Amalfitano. And his coach is Joe Vavra. Vero Beach, bullpen coach of the big league club, Mark Cressy, and John Shoemaker will be his coach. San Bernardino, Rick Mundy is the manager. No number, no shirt, Rick. Coach is John Davis. Great Falls, manager is Carl Erskine. Travis Barbary is his coach. Savannah is the manager is Clem Labine. And Dino Ebo will be his coach. The umpire-in-chief is not up yet this morning, Bruce Fromming. We will have some roving instructors this year. Roving hitting coaches will be Reggie Smith and Manny Moda. Our roving pitching instructor is Dave Wallace. And our judge, as usual, will be Ralph Branca. Okay, that's it. Let's go out and stretch and have a good day.
Every morning of camp, the campers have a date with former Dodger head trainer Bill Buehler for his famous exercise and stretching program. The campers love this stuff.
She don't like it when it's cut and dried, and don't like to make a future plans, and don't want me trying to pin her down. She about to give an inch of ground now. Woo! Well, she can take me for a little ride, but just as long as she drive me home. Around the block maybe once or twice, and then some loving wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, I want what I wanted. Oh, what a fool believes. I got her in my sight, but just out of reach. Oh, here we go round, 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 yeah. Here we go round.
Start a little sooner. You're letting it get too deep on you. That's all right.
The daily instruction sessions put on by the Dodger greats are the best you can find anywhere. Anything you ever wanted to know about hitting, pitching, catching, and fielding are covered. And by the time the campers leave here, they know plenty about all of them.
Someone name one of them.
Open.
Open stance. An open stance is one that I might recommend for those of you who are wearing glasses. The reason for that, the open stance is a right-handed batter, where the left foot is pulled back slightly from the right, your right-handed batter, that allows you to get your head around so that you can see the ball better. One of the tendencies of all batters, for some reason or another, is to kind of tilt their head like this. How many of you walk around like this? I don't think anybody, right? So why do you want to stand at the plate like that? So one of the things you want to do, you want to get your head up, and then a slightly open stance will allow you to do that, where you can get your head up and around, and you're using both eyes. The other thing that happens with that, especially with glasses, you know, I see wearing glasses. Notice every now and then you'll notice that little, the frames there, the little nose piece. Well, you tend to try to look through that and you lose part of your vision. Even if you don't wear glasses, if you get your head that way, your nose gets in the way. So get your head up and around, and it'll allow you to be bifocal, use both eyes more efficiently that way, and an open stance will tend to do that for you. So if you're having a little trouble seeing the ball, saying I'm not really seeing the ball, well, try an open stance. Open up a little bit. I think that'll give you a better chance to see the ball better. And if you can see it better, you should be able to hit it better or harder. You say, okay? Now, if you have an open stance, what's the other one? Closed. Okay, closed stance is where the front foot is closer to home plate, and what it does, you see more of the backside of the batter in this fashion. That's a stance that usually will make you feel a little bit stronger, in that it puts more of your weight around onto the backside, and it creates a little longer arc in your swing. So that's a tendency to feel a little bit stronger with that. But if you use the closed stance, where if you're in this fashion like this, make sure that you get your head around. Once again, get your head around so that you can see and that your eyes are level. Also, it's a good stance if you want to shoot the ball up the middle into the opposite field. It's a good stance to use because it tends to send the bat in the direction of center field, right field if you're a right-handed batter, left field, center field if you're a left-handed batter. Okay, that's the closed stance. What's the third one?
Even.
Even, straightaway, box, square stance that they use, and that's a stance where your feet are parallel to each other in a straight line in this fashion. It's a stance that's used, and it provides you pretty good balance out of a stance like that. But again, I caution, make sure you get your head around. Okay, we can get into to swings. I won't do that as we go along and through the course of the week. I'll be doing even more of it, trying to provide opportunities and talk more about hitting and the swing. But whatever it takes for you to get the bat on the ball, whatever swing you take to get the bat on the ball, and if you can do that effectively, then that's all that matters. See the ball, hit it, and make as good a contact as you possibly can. I say, and during the course of the weekend, as we see things and as you hit in here, I'm gonna pick out little individual things that we will work on to help improve all of you. And I think by the time that you leave here, all of you will improve. And do not hesitate to ask questions. Do not hesitate to ask for help, because that's what we're here for. We're here for you to make it as pleasant of an experience for you and a successful one. There is a position that I think that you will find probably more common amongst everyone, and that's in an area right around the shoulder, about shoulder high. In this fashion, about here. That seems to be a pretty good spot, because even guys that hit with their hands down tend to bring them up a little bit anyway to around that shoulder area. And you also want to have them anywhere between 3 and 8 inches away from the body. If you get your hands up too far like this, it takes too much time for you to get that bat going, and you're more likely to jam yourself. To get those handle type hits. So you want the bat somewhere close enough to your body, between 3 and 8 inches away from the body, because what that does, that allows the bat to stay connected to your legs. Because this is the engine. This is the horse that pulls the cart around. And it's this type of action where you hips before hands, okay? So you're in close here. I'll show you how important that is, okay? Try to push my hands down. So I can support you. The further away I move this bat from my body, the less strength I have. So therefore, the weaker I am, and my swing is going to be longer and slower. So by having my hands in this area right here, about here, it stays connected longer to the legs. And it's the legs that's going to help me get this bat around into the hitting area in this fashion. So you'll always hear me say hips before hands. So the faster you turn your hips, the faster you're going to get your hands out in front. Because now we're talking about the point of contact. Does anyone know where the point of contact is?
Out front.
Out in front. Out in front of the plate. So usually, instead of thinking so much out in front of the plate, you want to hit that ball off of your front foot. So in other words, out in front would be in this area here. Okay? So you want to try to get that bat head out there. And the thing that will help you do that, stay nice and tight here, plus it allows you to have a smaller arc, more compact type swing. You'll be able to swing the bat faster and bring the fat head of the bat into the ball in this fashion like that.
Main thing about playing the infield is try to catch everything in front of you. It's easier to catch everything in front of you than it is out to the side. You know, that you catch a ball over here, it's tough to see it. Try to catch everything in front of you. And catch it with two hands wide. Everybody know why you catch it with two hands, you've always heard that. You catch with one hand, now you got to take it out. But the hand is there, it's right out, right? And try to catch it, you know, out here in front of your body, like this guy. Just when you break down, everybody get the stance here. Everybody, you see how my back is? You know, I'm really bent over like this. I'm kind of up a little bit. And as I go down to catch it, I'm out here. But as I get ready to catch it, my feet shift. My left foot's out in front of my right foot, or yours, vice versa, obviously. See, out here like this. See, I'm not catching it back here. I'm out here where I can see it. Out here in the field of range, right out here where I can see it. And you see this line here. Usually on my glove side. Not on my throwing side. I want to catch everything on this side here. So as I catch it, you see the angle of my glove is not like this, it's kind of down. It's like that. I want the ball to go in here. Preferably catch everything in the pocket. In the pocket of your glove, that's where you want to catch it, right up in there. You don't want to catch it here, here. You want to practice catching it right in there. But being an infielder, you get different hops and everything, just catch it. Nobody will say anything to you if you just catch it and throw the guy out right. They don't care how you do it, whether it looks ugly or good or what, as long as you do the job. And you got to remember here, you guys are playing here, nobody runs fast. Might be a couple guys. Catch it, take your time, and get a nice throw. You don't have to rush it. You throw. The minute you rush your throw, what happens? Throw it wild. So take your time, if you can do that. Remember, nobody runs fast here. Unless some of you guys come in here and run a little better than others. People run a little better than others, but just catch it first and then make your throw, okay? But when you're throwing it, and when you're playing catch, this is what we do, it's what we're taught. The best way is to hold the ball across the seams like this. Just across the seams. Pitchers throw with the seams to get movement on the ball. See, that's with the seams. You want to throw it across the seams and overhand. Every outfield, infield, catchers, everybody, overhand right here. Not out here, up here. And when you throw the ball, it comes off like this. You want to get this rotation if possible. Easier on your arm, more carry on the ball. You get more on the throw. Not that you're going to do it, but this is the way we're taught. Okay? The main thing here is charge the ball. You lay back on the ball, what happens?
Plays you.
You always get a bad hop. Now, what happens is you want to get momentum to go where you're going to throw the ball, don't you? So if you wait back and you catch the ball, now you catch it like this, now you got to take that throw hop and throw it, right? So that's why I got you in a position this way. But if I'm getting a ground ball and it's coming to me, I'm not going to wait for it. I want to cut the distance, right? Especially if you're playing shortstop. That's where you really got to cut the distance. But anyway, you want to play the ball. You don't want to. You want to play the hop. That's why you're charging the ball. Momentum. Playing the hop. You wait back. Invariably, the ball stay down. You get ready to catch it and it comes up. You got to take it all, taking ground ball. That's what happens. Catch the ball, charge it. But here, hope you all wearing cups. Guys are not that good. But anyway, what I'm getting at is, you know, charge the ball, play the ball, don't wait back, get some momentum, get something behind your throws, but take your time. The minute you rush it, bad things will happen, okay? Oh, good range. Going a nice hamstring. Bad hobby.
Bad hobby, there it is.
That's it. Stay down. Try not to get too low.
Taco break.
Backhand.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and backhand now. Backhand it. Oh, base hit. Let it go.
Do it, Red.
That's it. Let it stay down.
Hey, Dino.
Yeah.
Let's do a little throwing.
Okay.
Captain throw, guys. Got plenty of time. Nobody's running. Boy, Bobby. Nice play. Way to go.
Batter's over there. The fielder's over here. So what you've got to learn to do is you can't just say, I'm going to put an X on the field and this is where I'm going to catch the ball that's coming to me. You've got to have a plan of attack because the word bad hop means you played it bad. You made it into a bad hop. Monty Basco used to tell Bill Russell, a hop is what you make it. And that's actually
hop good with the last one.
exactly. That's all those terms. If you think about it, all day long, if I took this ball, get ready to get position. And I took this ball right here and I went like that, how many times in a row did you catch that ball? So you just got tired, you got bored, right? Once you catch that ball. So when you think about it, when this ball hops right here, from here to here, it's got a predictable arc, doesn't it? I just showed you that. It's going down, it's not going to change, okay? Okay, so that's number one. The easiest place to catch a ground ball is when the ball's on its way down. It's already giving you a predictable arc, and you're not afraid of that ball, okay? It's not going to take a bad hop when it does that, okay? So we've got, on this ground ball here, this would be a desirable place to catch the ball from here down. This would be a desirable place. This would be a desirable place, okay? So your job as an infielder is to figure out which of those three hops that you can get to the bottom of the hop. That's number one. So when the ball's hit, the speed of the ball dictates that to you, okay? So you've got to catch that ball one of those places. Now, sometimes you don't quite get there. So the second best place is what we call the short hop. You put your glove right there when that ball hits, it could hit sand, it could hit a rock, it could hit anything. It's going to go right into your glove. You don't give it a chance to explode and take the bad hop that we're all worried about, okay? So your job as an infielder, every time we hit the ball, is have a plan. Either catch it at the bottom of the hop or the short hop. This is where you're going to get killed, this area right in here, okay? Because once it goes here, it could hit a rock and come up, it could hit sand and stay down, okay? And you don't know. There's an unknown there. So as you're fielding, try to read the ball as we hit the ball. Try to catch the bottom of the hop or get your glove right when it's going to hit and catch the short hop, okay? Dino.
For me, when you're approaching the ball, it's easier if you kind of stay kind of lower to the ground because a lot of you guys are coming to the ball like this and in the last second you put the glove down. When the ball's hit, for me this is more comfortable going to the ball and my hands are always out in front because it's always easier for me to come up than to go down. So just a little quick tip, when a ball's hit, the first thing you guys do is come up and you go to the ball like this and all of a sudden the last second you go down. Just try to stay down. When the ball's hit, the ball's coming, here it comes. Now I'm out in front, I'm catching the ball out here, my top hand's on top. So when the ball's in my glove, it's right there. One step, go right to the base. Just a quick tip there.
Another Dino, what you drew over there was perfect. At my camp, we call it the fielding triangle. So when you got into your position, his back feet are the two back points of the triangle, and his hands are out in front at the point of the triangle. And you try to catch the ball in the middle of your triangle. So you create a picture in your mind of what you're trying to achieve.
Just want to add to what Dino said. You notice how his hands were down on the ground, they started down here and then they came up. Okay, a lot of guys go down to it like this, and secondly, they throw their hands in the position like this. You keep your hands palm facing the ball all the time. You won't have that problem. Okay.
The last thing we want to talk about, then we'll get into some drills, all this nice diagramming here. A lot of guys we saw yesterday and in the camp play the ball off to the side, which is not really a good thing. One reason you may do it, you may be a little fear factor of getting in front of the ball, but the other reason is because you've approached the ball wrong. So if I could approach the ball like coming towards my glove, so that my last step is now I've got it in the middle, just like Dino said with that. So when we're hitting you guys some ground balls, let's try to put some of these things into place and make yourself all better infitters today. All right, guys? Okay, thanks,
That's
Mark.
great. No problem.
You gotta get cuffs on. Once it's like that, your wrist is gonna be really stiff. It's really just gonna squirt out. If you got a little daylight in here, it makes it a lot easier when it's coming out, because it makes you lift your wrist a lot looser and limber like this. Look at the difference. It's squeezing really tight. Here, without more on the fingertips, you got some daylight in here. Just more loose. You get more well. But you're really panicking. You grab it, trying to get it. Really tight, relaxing.
Yeah.
Just take a little first. What you doing here, short days? Just have fun. Don't worry about it. Roll it over. If you're playing second base, roll it over there.
Well, I know I'm playing out in right job. I really want to get it into the game.
Just during batting practice something, or when you play practice don't have it. I'll work with it. Okay.
Bill, any tips on that's called the yips. For me, I haven't thrown a hard ball in a long time, and yesterday I had a problem with grabbing the seams, and I threw first base, and it just hooked off. Any tips on
Across the seams. See, that comes in practice when you guys are playing catch or whatever. You're only here a short time, but whenever you leave here or whatever, you play catch, just hold it across the seams. Because when you hold it like this, it's going to move. That's where a pitcher holds it. When he wants to move, a sinker, anything like that, that's where it's going to move. You want to try to just, as you're playing catch, take it out quick, speed it up, catch, take it out, hold it across the seams like this, and the ball, you want the ball to come off like this. It's like pulling down a shade, and you want to come off the fingertips. Rotation, you want more like this. You were throwing it across with the seams there. That's what happened. And you had a nice, you took your time, and just sailed on you, didn't it?
Oh, and then some.
Yeah. That's the way we want you to pitch in a game today.
Oh, that's cool.
But not against the instructors.
Well, Harry, I'm going to use it.
Oh, I can't believe of all the things you do. Man, buddy, I was just kidding.
Mr. Dodger Town.
I was just kidding about your hygiene.
I knew I'd get you sooner or later, baby.
Gee, do you think it'll make play of the day?
No, but it'll definitely make the camp tape.
Just to talk a little bit about outfield play and approach and everything. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch any fly balls or not, but mainly the outfielders, the last line of defense. You guys, if that ball gets by you, nothing but bad things happen. Runners get into scoring position, runners score. So it's very important that you catch the ball. In terms of your preparation, your anticipation of what's going to happen, it's very important that you do that. And fundamentally, it's to be on your toes. Be ready. The ball is going to be hit to me. And if the ball is hit to me, what am I going to do with it? Ideally, what you'd like to be able to do is have the ball centered in the middle of your body. Have the ball centered in the middle of your body. And if you're a right-handed thrower, you want to have your left foot slightly forward in this position. What that will allow you to do, that as you start to catch the ball and you bring your hands up to receive the ball at its highest point, it will allow you to, as it's centered, to make a quarter of a turn and move that glove from between your eyes and the ball. It's one of the things that we see happen so often. When you get back, your feet are squared and you're catching the ball, then now all of a sudden it disappears. It hits your glove, it bounces off. You don't have that feel to be able to know exactly when it's touching the glove and when to close it. That's because your feet, you're standing with your feet like this, and you're trying to catch the ball that way. And that's making something that's relatively difficult look easy. That to me is what being a pro is all about, making the difficult look easy. But these are things that you have to learn, there are questions that you have to ask, and there are experiences that you have to be able to learn to do them with more efficiency. A lot of those choices deal with what the situation calls for. If there's no one on base, you've got a big lead, or there's no one on base and the score's close, the last thing you want is to have that ball go through your legs to put a runner into scoring position. So what you do, you play it smart. Whatever, in any fielding, especially in ground ball, you want to make sure that you have the ball in front of you. But at that point, you become an infielder. You take the safest route or safest approach that's going to allow you to keep that ball in front of you, even if you just happen to bobble it a little bit. Because if you can keep the ball in front of you, what does that do to the runner at first base? It holds him there. And if you, as long as you can keep that runner at first base, what does that give you an opportunity to do? To double play. That's right. And that's an outfielder. The ball is hit to you. That's what you're thinking, to keep that runner at first base, to help that pitcher out. Help that pitcher out to keep the double play in order. So you have a choice of playing it like an infielder, and that's glove out in front, legs bent, head down, and glove out in front of you so that you can feel that ball. Also, something else that you can do that's important is you reading the ball and you timing your approach to that ball that will allow you to get the biggest hop. The best hop, the hop that will allow you to catch that ball with no problem.
Look out, look out.
He's on his heels. That ball has to be dancing. Uh-oh. Oh, that was up there.
Good morning. My name is Herb Lewis. I'm from Pacific Palisades, California. This is my 10th camp. They can't believe that I'm 82 years of age. Thanks to my wonderful wife, Ann. We've been married 56 years, who had a chance to visit Dodgertown 2 weeks ago while we were visiting down here. She believes, like I do, that this is the finest spot and the most wonderful thing that happened to both of us, because she was the one that was responsible for sending me to this camp. I made so many wonderful, wonderful friends from all over the United States, as well as Canada, Japan, Korea. I can only tell you this, folks. Anyone that has the opportunity of coming to Dodgertown and playing baseball. Now remember, you play at your own pace. None of us are here to make a living playing baseball. We're here to have a week of good fellowship, a week of fun, relaxation, good food, wonderful entertainment. And all I can say is that Dodgertown is heaven.
Having a great time out here in Vero Beach. Dream come true at Dodgertown, and want to thank my wife, Jill, for letting me coming out. Great birthday present. I miss Christy and Candace and Jill a lot, but still having a great time.
Okay, I would like to thank Leah. Leah, thank you very much. This is the dream come true in my life, and because of you, I was able to do all this, and I want to thank you, and I love you very much. Thanks.
Well, this is where it all began in 1948 on the grounds of Vero Beach, Florida, the home of the Brooklyn Dodgers and Los Angeles Dodgers spring training facilities. Hi, I'm Steve McClure from Indianapolis, Indiana. This is my 5th consecutive training camp here with the Dodgers Fantasy Campers. It's great to be back. This camp I'm dedicating to all the former Brooklyn Dodgers and LA Dodgers who were the small man. Sandy Ambrose, Junior Gilliam, Pee Wee Reese, Maury Wills, and Brett Butler. I, like them, love the game of baseball. Once again, it's great to be back.
Hi, I'm Steve Finley from Ocean Township, New Jersey. This is my 10th year here at Dodgertown. It's great to be back at this November camp, my first since 1989. And again, it was a pleasure to have my wife Jerry and my son Steve join us here and be at the fun Western night last night and be here with Joe Walsh entertaining. Great to be here and look forward to coming back.
Good morning. I'm Lefty Gillette from Essex Junction, Vermont. And if anything I leave here has a legacy, if there's such a thing, in 16 camps, I've never spent one day in the training room. Reason? I stretch every day of the year. To you young guys, that's the only answer. Thank you.
By the first afternoon of camp, the teams have been put together and we're ready to play some serious baseball. It's a short season, with 6 teams banging heads to get at those championship trophies.
Hi, Steve Silverstein from Santa Ana, California. Happy to be here once again. I'd like to thank the Nordstrom's half yearly sale because without that, my wife wouldn't let me come here. I'd also like to say hi to my sons Matthew and Oren, and my dogs Shayna and Tova.
Hi, Ron Elter from Irvine, California. My brother-in-law Steve Silverstein introduced me to the idea of coming out here, and it's been fantastic. I'd like to say hi, of course, to my mom and dad, because who doesn't say hi to mom and dad in a situation like this? They never let me play Little League, but I don't think they have to worry about me being upset about that, because here I am playing with the Dodgers in Vero Beach, and it doesn't get much better than this. I'd like to say hi to Josh, hi Jake, and hi honey, and look forward to getting home, but one day maybe you can come out here with me. And to Joshua in particular, remember, keep your hand up, right there.
I'm Sandy Kriegler from Sherman Oaks, California. This is my 8th camp. I want to say hi and thank you once again to my wife Shelley, my 2 sons, Brian and Gregory.
Hi, I'm Bob Daniels. I'm from Placerville, California. This is my 3rd camp. I'd like to say hi to my wife, Kathy, my son, Sean, and my daughters, Amber and Jennifer.
Hey, I'm Chris Fables. I took up smoking a lot while I'm here. I'd like to say hi to my family in Rancho Cucamonga. Heather, Johnny, Nat, especially you, Kathy. I can't hardly wait to get home for you to tell me a story, baby. Love you.
Hello, this is Bob Lateau, enjoying my 3rd camp. Brought Jack Girardi with me this time. He's having as good a time as I am, maybe even better, but this is a 10 on a scale of 10. So we're going to go play some more ball now. Thanks a lot.
There's one thing that happens when you start naming players here, and they have this and this and this and this, they never win. They're the losers, no matter what happens, even though they had a good day. And
Each night, the camper that did the most for his team during the league games is awarded the coveted Mr. Potato Head, named after Dodger immortal Paul Padilla. It's an ugly old thing, but all the campers want one.
But we're very lucky. We have a fellow that's not only a good hitter, hits line drives like you can't believe. The greatest thing about him is he can steal bases like you can't believe. He went 4 for 4 today. The only fortunate part, he had 4 RBIs, didn't steal a damn base, and I can't understand it. But anyhow, Jim, you want to come over here? Jim Leahy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I never won a Golden Glove. Is it okay? My God. Thank you.
Well, we lost 10-6. Levine's team scored some big runs on us. We got 5 early, and then our bats went to sleep. But we had we had 9 hits. Only 2 guys in the lineup got 2 hits, but the potato head tonight is going to go to a defensive player who got 2 hits as well. We had a shortstop today, Mark Sullivan. Mark, make your way up here. You're going to get this potato head. The only thing I can say, the play of the day was great. But either, Dan, you didn't film these or whatever, but this guy made 2 fantastic defensive plays today. Mark, I'm proud of you, and you're the winner.
We had a great game today, and actually, Joey, many times I come down, a great defensive game, as you said. Great for both teams, especially your team. You took a lot of runs away from us, and you like to see defensive plays when they take runs away from the opposition, and obviously your team did, and Singer, we could have won the game, wouldn't have won extra innings. You know, we got a big hit from Sam Greco to tie the game up in the 9th inning. 2 out, RBI, big clutch hit. So we go into the 11th inning, and we had the go-ahead run. We get a run in with 2 outs. We're ahead 5-4. I bring Worrell in for the save. missed it. They tied the game up. I know, I answered a lot of your questions, I know. But what a great game. We go 12 innings. I know the center fielder for your team, he's got to be wore out. He's done. He caught 15 fly balls out there. Gee. We wore him down. We ended up winning the game 6-5 in 12 innings on 21 hits. We hit 22 fly balls to your team. But anyway, the Potato Head Award goes to John Moffitt, a rookie, drove in the go-ahead run in the 11th inning. That's going, John.
This was pretty, I don't know if everybody knows, I guess there's a lot of veterans here that know all about the Potato Head, but this is a big award, and it goes to the MVP of every day. And my guy just happens to have a son that goes to my camp back in California, so, but in reality, this guy also had a triple that one-humped the fence and left early with in the last inning. We were up 2 runs, and he left early, and we got appealed, so we lost an out there. So, but he did a great job out in center field today. Made some great plays. He also got 2 hits. He went 2 for 4, and did a great job bringing up Jack Sills for his Potato Head. We're going to rename this the Jim Leahy Lookalike Award. And after showering with him today, it's anatomically correct. You went after my man here. Come on. Huh? I told him today he's the only guy in camp that had an atmosphere around him. He had his own gravitational pull on field 6. We won 6-4. It was a great game today. We jumped out ahead, and they came back and scored some runs. It was tied, and in the bottom of the 8th inning, we had some big hits. Steve Premick had a big day today, 3 hits and a couple RBIs. Bob Fallon had 3 hits. But the head goes to a guy that had a triple in the 8th inning and a great day all around. And he had a double, a triple, and 3 RBIs in the ball game tonight, and that is Mr. Mark LeDuc.
Our player of the day who receives this Potato Head Award, which I remember years ago when that started with us over there at the big club, was a fellow that got 4 hits, Skip Newhart. Yeah. Thank you. Listen, another thing, we had some defensive plays that I really admired, and like I said, I like to watch defense. Maybe because I couldn't hit, but I like to watch defense. Thank you. Just like you. No, you got it. No, I got to get it. Thanks. Okay, thank you, Jack. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
The best defensive play during the day's games gets Guy Wellman's Play of the Day Cup. In this camp, we had a lot of good plays. Here's a few of them.
Tell me, can you feel it? Tell me, do you feel it? shadows hide on the darker side. Behind the doors, it's a wild ride. You can make or break, you can win or lose. That's a chance you take when the heat's on you and the heat is on.
You know, Al LaRocca, you've been around a long time, all right? And I give you, you know what? I give you recognition and credit for being around. And guys like you and other campers have been here a long time. To have a guy like Joe Vavra, like, it's not like a household name, you know what I mean? He's one of the instructors. You go home and you say, who taught you how to catch? Joe Vavra. Are you That is an embarrassment, and the only link he's got is somewhere in Indiana with this guy over here. And to be honest about it, it's the only reason he's in camp. Norm Kent got up here. No, that's all right. He dresses like a flood victim. There's Horowitz back there laughing, all right? I saw him earlier tonight in the bathroom getting a drink of water. And that toilet seat hit him on the head. How can you have more fun than this? As far as the Fleming LaRocca table last night, only because LaRocca is there. I don't know the other, I know I see Wells back there and a few other dummies, but what really upset me last night was that a radio announcer's wife would turn on me. She became, my wife was a little irritated. She became a pain in the ass, explaining my strike zone. Now, you've seen awards tonight. I'd like Karen Mundy to please step forward. Please come forward. No. Please come forward. You've got to come up. If you're going to be with the boys, you got to come up like the boys. It's not much, Karen, but then you weren't either. Guy Wellman said, change your act tonight, Fleming. I'm trying like hell. Billy Russell, this is a little serious moment here, and I'd like you to stay with me a little bit because there's a private moment here that Billy and I had. Last night, we went to the bar and we had a little drink. and we discussed his former pitching coach, Dave Wallace. Dave is a spy. Billy doesn't like him, and I don't appreciate him. I do not like him coming in his camp and pretending like he's a friend of the Dodgers. He's been eating for 3 days on the Dodgers. And I think, Craig, you should bill the Mets and get the cash back. Horowitz, obviously you're wasted already. I hope you brought enough drugs for everybody so we can all enjoy what's going on.
Another Dodgertown tradition is Western Barbecue Night. It's a halfway point of the camp and a chance for the campers to show off their considerable talents.
It's not the words I wish that I could stay. It's more the way your lips look as you
Darrell Jones from Riverside, California, back to visit my friend Steve. I was sent here by my girlfriend or fiance, Mary Jones. Thank you very much, Mary. We're going to keep doing this every year.
Steve Sherman, Westlake Village, California. Just want to say hi to my girls, Marcia and Haley, and I love you. See you soon. Bye-bye.
I'm Randy Hipke from Glendale, California. I play for Savannah. I'm the 6,001st Neil Adams recruit to the camp. I want to thank my wife and my children who are patiently home dismantling the house.
Good morning, I'm Skip Newell from New York, rookie. Loving every minute here. I'd like to thank my wife for sending me down here for my 50th birthday, and I'm dedicating the camp to my dad, who was a lifelong Dodger fan.
Dan Contreras, Visalia, California. Thanking my wife and my son for sending me here for my 50th birthday. This is one of, I hope, of many. I'm having a great time.
I'm David, 2 names, 2 dogs, Haagen-Dazs, Reagan, George. I'm from West Hills, and I'm playing for the Great Falls team, of which we have taken several so far this week.
Hello, my name's Jack Sills. I'm a rookie here. I play for Mark Cressy's team, for the Vero Beach team. We're having a great time. I'd like to say thank you to those responsible for bringing me here today. That would be my wife, Dale Sills, my son, Jeremy Sills, and my daughter, Carly Sills. Thank you so much for sending me here for a week.
Hi, I'm Anthony Martorano from Old Bridge, New Jersey, having a great time here in Vero Beach. Our team's not doing so hot, though, but I'm still having a great time. I'd like to say hello to my wife and my friend John, who helped me pitch. We didn't do too good, John, but we'll get them next year. Bye.
Hi, I'm Bill Smith. It's my 4th camp. I'm glad to be back down to Dodger Town. And this is one of the reasons I come. When I'm away from home, I miss the sheep, but when I'm down here, old Sally takes care of me.
Hi, honey. Here I am back for my 2nd year to show you that my 50th birthday present's going to last us more than 1 year. And I'm bringing home a potato head. See you soon.
Vinny DeGrand, back here for 3rd year. Susan, it's nice to have you here this year. I know you want to get out there and put a uniform on, but they won't let you. Sorry.
Hi, Jill, Devin, Dana. Having a great time here, 8th camp. I understand the quality of film is bad, so it probably looks like I didn't shave, but of course you know I did. Having a wonderful time. Miss you and see you soon.
Harry Horowitz. This is my 4th fantasy camp. It's been a lot of fun this year. I want to say hi to everybody at home or anybody else who wants to go ahead and view this thing. We're very excited this year that even though our Vero Beach team has not won any games to date, last night against the Campers, we won this shirt again. So we're very happy about that as a team. And on a personal note, a lot of people have asked me this year what I do for a living, and I feel this is the appropriate time to go ahead and explain. What I do is
Well, it's been a fun week of Dodgertown baseball, but now it's time for the finale game between the instructors and the campers. Is this the year the campers break the 0 for 14 years jinx? Well, don't bet on it.
What a change for the new modern man. With all this it seems like I'm dying for more. The streets are on fire, never seen it before. It's like the sound of electric guitar. Worlds collide and hearts will be broken over and over. It's the same every day.
And the first man, number 10, Doug Ariankowski, is from Los Angeles. Wearing number 3, John Boulware from Mandarin, Venezuela. Number 22, from Rancho Cucamonga, California, Chris Taylor. Another 22, Sam Greco from East Greenbush, New York. Number 14, Mark Hoffman from Indianapolis. From Slingerland, New York, number 32, Frank Morgan. Number 3, from Bellingham, Washington, John Moffett. Number 3, from Mercedes, California, Jeff Sherman. Number 11, from Westlake Village, California, Steve Sherman. From Studio City, California, wearing number 49, Joe Walsh. And from Agoura Hills, California, wearing number 25, Terry Weinstein.
now.
executive and chairman of the baseball alumni team who helps needy former players and their families. Great cause for a great man, Ralph Bronco. Another 12 season veteran, also the Dodgers, he threw 2 no-hitters, 20 winner and 19 in trade, possessing a change-up with embarrassed more than one Major League slugger, Carl Erskine. He also started and pitched the shutout in the Junior World Series against the Yankees and Clem alive. For 19 years, he managed the Dodgers to 7 division titles, 4 pennants, 2 World Championships. This, too, the entry into Baseball Hall of Fame last summer. Now Dodger Vice President Tom Lasorda. Contributor to many postseason successes, now Dodger broadcaster Rick Monday. 35 years in pro baseball, 22 with the Dodgers, his 150 career pinch hits is still a record. A coach during spring training, special assignment person during the season, Manny Moda. After a brilliant 18-year career as a player, he's now the manager of the Dodgers. Played 3 All-Star games, 4 World Series, hopes to manage in the World Series real soon, Bill Russell. Not only one of the best switch-hitting power hitters in baseball history, but also possesses one of the preeminent throwing arms of his time. 7 times an All-Star, played in 4 World Series, Reggie Smith. Coming up to his 44th year in pro baseball, his 30th as a Major League coach, longest such tenure in the majors. This after 10 years as a player for 3 different clubs, Dodgers third base coach Joe Amalfitano. 22 years as full-time coach for the Dodgers, a member of the National League coaching staff in 5 All-Star games, and a Dodger coach in 5 World Series, Mark Cressy. And in 3 years, his pitching stats had the second best ERA in the majors. Now headed to become assistant general manager of the New York Mets, Dave Wallace. Dodger trainer, 43 years in the Dodger organization before retiring as head trainer. He was also a major equipment innovator, developing numerous training aids and protective equipment such as the Steve Yeager throat guard, used by many catchers and umpires. Co-trainer of the year in 1989, Bill Bueller. The national anthem will be played for us by former Dodger pitching great Carl Erskine.
In the top of the first, the Campers start off good with a single by Jeff Sherman, but it fizzles out and no runs score.
Set for base hit. All right. Let's go, team. Wheel out of root duck.
Camper Sam Greco has a little trouble with the instructors in the first, giving up 3 hits and 2 runs to make it 2-0 for the instructors.
Clean base hit, and this kid can run. Nice base hit by Kevin O'Malley.
And here's Rick Monday.
Rick teaching us to hang back, didn't do too much there. Here it comes. And there's a line drive past second base for base hit. Kevin touches second, and he's going to go for third. Rick makes the turn. He's going for 2.
Just ahead of Smokey Burgess.
1-0.
There
There's
it
a
goes.
pitch, line up the middle. It's a base hit. They should get their 2 runs
And
here.
this, again, to
Monday's coming in.
To
They relay
reiterate,
to second and the play to the plate.
this will end
And that's
the inning.
it. That ends the inning. 2.
It's the same story for the Campers in the second. The only hit, a single by Doug Aronofsky.
Campers get a leadoff hit here.
Doug Aaronkoski.
Greco has a much better second, only giving up 1 hit and striking out Mark Cressy.
Fly ball out to left field. We look like we're under this one.
Terry Weinstein. I should have mentioned that Joe Vavra, your coach, who managed the Yakima Bears.
There's a fly ball out to left field. That one's going back. He's got him back. He looks like he's got a play, and he got him on the wall.
Only 10 minutes into the game. But we don't have the NBC.
The 2-1 pitch is popped over the third base line. That one could stay fair, and it does. It drops in. The shoe's going to touch first, take a turn, and he's not going to test the arm. He'll hang on at first base. And the 2-2 again, inside. 3-2.
And you know, about 10 years ago, they didn't have a fence out here at Vero. It was just up the hill.
Really?
Beyond the palm trees was a home run. Otherwise, it was in play.
The runner takes off, and the 3-2. Strike 3 called.
Cressy's angry with the call.
2 Campers, Bob Daniels and Randy Hazelton, both get hits off Dave Wallace in the Camper third, but they can't score, and it remains 2-0.
A dozen functions, and he loops it into short left field for a base hit over Russell's head.
These guys are on the way to winning those blue shirts, if you'd explain what those are.
Well,
Savannah's John Stahlberg has a good start, striking out Hall of Famer Tom Lasorda. But it's downhill from there as the instructors score 3 to make it 5-0.
In the cages. All right, number 2 up, 0-2 count. He looks at strike 3 right down the middle of the plate.
This should give Bruce a little headache here.
Doc Stahlberg has chalked up a strikeout against Tommy Lasorda. One of the funnier moments in camp was Bobby Bernstein's wish that he could put his head on Travis's body, and everybody said that's just what your wife would like too. He hits a 1-hop at a shortstop, which is booted and picked up, thrown across the diamond, and thrown away.
And he's not stopping.
And Barbary, who is showing a little bit of speed, is heading towards second, and there. Playing for the pennant tomorrow with a 3-2 record against 4-1 Albuquerque. Russell goes up the middle with the base hit. Barbary, no question in my mind, he's going to score. He's playing this intensely. Center fielder picks it up. They go to second base. Russell stops at first.
Kevin with a base hit his first time up. It's going down the right field.
He launches it down the right field line deep. That ball is in the corner, rolling to the 340 sign, rolling away, rolling towards the payphones and the restrooms. Kevin, running hard, has gone to third. He's going for an inside the park home run, and I think they're going to call it a ground rule double.
David Comans has a great hit for the Campers with a long triple off Dave Wallace. Alan Shackman and Randy Hipke also get hits, and the Campers score their first run.
Let's see if he goes for 3. He's turning on the engine. Here it comes. Here comes the play. No play. Safe. One of the longest hits ever for a Camper in baseball fantasy camp. A triple for David Comans. Chance to drive in a run. Key play with 1 out. It's a slow ground ball. This is probably scored the run. No, he doesn't go. And no one's going to cover in time. Shackman has an infield base hit. And Randy Hipke has a chance to drive in Comans. So I apologize to the Rockets for missing that play. As Hipke bloops it into right. Can they get it? No, they can. It's a base hit, a run for the Campers.
And the fans are here are eating it up as Lebeinstein gets a run.
Some good defense helps Bob Daniels in the fourth, as Coleman makes a nice catch, and Daniels picks off Lasorda at second, and it's 6-1.
Shortstop comes in, a beautiful grab. Hits one straight away to center field. It's going to be a base hit, I think. It is in there. Can't make the play.
There goes the record. Man, he's just a beautiful hitter, and when you talk to him about hitting, the knowledge is just overwhelming.
Now there's a line drive bullet down the right field line.
And he's speeding down the line.
He's got a base hit.
And that's a thrill for the fans here, I'm sure. They love it.
2 outs. Vavra grounds it to second base. It's going to be misplayed. And you've got a base hit. Bases loaded.
Here comes the run.
Here comes the runner. Manny Mota will score.
Mota's going to score from second. There's some hustle.
Second baseman moving in. Lasorda's going to steal. Bart Daniels has picked him off.
They got him.
He's picked off. He's picked
arguing
off.
it's a balk.
Tommy's saying balk. Fleming saying no. Daniels did not stop. He went right to third base. Lasorda's got a good call here.
I don't think Bruce knows how to handle this.
San Bernardino's Steve Primack and Mark Leduc both get hits in the camper fifth. But Wallace shuts out the rest, and the score is still 5-1.
There's a liner into right. That's a base hit. Vinny turns second, looks over his shoulder. He's going to go for 3. The throw is coming in. It's going to be close. Safe. Got under the tag.
Camper Bob Fallon has a little trouble with the Dodger hitters in the fifth, giving up 4 hits and 2 runs to make the score 6-1.
Now it's 49. Viore in center. Vinny gets a lot of balls. There's a line drive up the middle by the shoe. Vinny's coming on. I don't know if that could be Vinny out there. He couldn't run. Yeah, that's who I believe it is with the pins on his hat. There's a hot ground ball in a hole, and it's going through. The runner is going to touch third, and they're holding him up. There's a hot one up the middle. They're going to get one. The shoe is coming around third. They're going to try for the second run. The throw is coming in. They're going to get him. No, he's going to score, and that should do it.
Bob Fallon makes a comeback and gets the only hit off Dave Wallace, leading off the 6th.
Russell boots it. That will be an E6. Very unusual. Smooth as silk, Bill Russell.
With Ken Inman on the mound, the Dodgers rack up 3 hits and 2 runs, and the game is starting to get away from the Campers as it goes to 10-1.
He's going to go for 2, and he's going to leg it in. How about that?
Well, San Bernardino is not exactly a night spot. Line shot right center field. Fiore on his horse, and he fell off his horse.
Well, Russell scores a run.
And of course, those of you tuning in, the inning will end right now.
Boy, Monday laces that one into center field on a bullet over the pitcher's head. 2 runs score easily.
I do not
it's a 3-run inning here in the bottom of the 6th in the instructors.
San Antonio's only hit in the 7th is a nice single by Bob Romero.
Team, and he hits a line drive to right center field that cannot be played. I'd give him a hit.
Doug McLeod can't hold the instructors in the 7th as they load the bases and score 2 more runs.
In the middle, Bobby Gregory makes a great try, blocks it, and Mota trots to first.
I'm not sure that's going to happen tonight.
No, I think his goal is to make everybody say Bill Mazeroski. Bill
Well, there's a pop-up to short center field. It's going to be in for a base hit. Can't be played by the center fielder. The shortstop winds up picking it up, throwing it back in.
Tommy lunges.
Well, there's the 4-6-3, and Bobby B has booted the baseball. Have loaded the bases here with nobody out.
The hit will end the inning, mercifully.
Uh-oh, that ball has history written all over it. That ball is going, and it's going to bounce off the left field fence. 2 runs will score, and
Mota,
the inning will end.
Vavra, and the inning is over.
With what has to be his best hit in a big game, longtime veteran Walt Benson doubles off Dave Wallace.
Gets by the left fielder.
Travis Barbary, a little cockily, playing way in behind the third.
Walter takes 2.
And then
diving in.
Dove into second base.
The pride of Fox West, David Singer, shuts out the instructors in the 8th, with only Mark Cressy getting a scratch hit.
There's a ground ball to third. Bob takes down to second. Good stop there. Good stop there.
The Hansons, Bob and Kyle, both get hits in the Great Falls 9th, and the Campers' second run comes in on Shohei Osato's single. It's 12-2.
Father said he's been hitting line drives all day, and this is just a fun thing they like to go ahead and do.
And he lives here in Vero.
Look at that hit. Look at that hit. It's going all the way.
Joe Vavra kind of loafing after it, letting Bobby scurry into second base.
He knows the runner there. Been to a lot of camps. He's willing to sacrifice himself for the team. And there's the run.
Shohei does
Cashed it in. Now that's just good ball play. That's good ball play.
12-2 now, bottom of the ninth.
The instructors do it again in the ninth, as 3 doubles and a single bring in 2 more runs. It's now 14-2.
He's in the second with a double. Bruce is getting hungry. It's late, so the strike zone will become more.
Whoa, that's hit. He's going back, 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 back. Off the fence. Evil's rounding first. O'Malley's coming around third, and he's moving. Evil's trotting into second.
Again, something I predicted before the game would start, that it was going to go in extra innings. Vegas would refuse to give me odds on it.
Viva with a liner into left center field. That should score their second run without a problem. Uh-oh, they're holding him up. There comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, Tommy rocks it, and it's going to fall. Base hit for Tommy if he can leg it out. Tommy gets down the line pretty good, complaining about his knees.
Great Falls' Denny Wells gets the only hit in the Camper 10th.
Locked up the middle. That's going through for a base hit. Bennett's having a little trouble getting down the line with all these hamstrings. There you see him hopping on it. But he's got there. Base hit.
The instructors make it 16-2 in the 10th with 3 hits and a walk from camper Dan Contreras.
He's going to turn. He's going to go. And he just beats the throw. There's a ground ball through the hole. Runner will stop at third. And it's a base hit for the shoe. Manager Bill Russell on deck. There's a rocket down the left field line. Oh, and he just can't get to it. Well, they're going to see if they can get 4, I guess, because they're moving. No, that's it. They're only getting the 2. Throw to third. Doesn't nail him anyway. But that's going to be the inning.
Vero Beach shows some muscle in the 11th, getting 2 runs off Mark Cressy on a single by Ron Elter, a long triple by Jack Sills, and a sacrifice fly by Harry Horowitz. It's now 16-4.
If anybody here had a chance to hit one out, it was Sills.
They're getting at least 1 on this. This could be a home run.
Here comes Elter.
It's going to be a triple. Harry rockets 1 out into left. And it's going to be back, back, back. He makes the catch with tagging up. The throw is coming. It's going to be close. They're going to make it. They got 2 runs. They have officially won the shirts.
Katsumi Takahashi can't hold the instructors in their 11th as they get 2 more runs on 4 hits.
Number 18, I believe, is in right field. I don't have an 18. They needed a lawyer and an interior decorator to check out. There's a base hit. The run's going to score. We got to play at third.
Why was the number changed then, Bob?
Excuse me. It was the secretary, Parrott, I believe the guy's name was.
Parrott.
Harold Parrott. He just did it to him.
Here's Dino. Here's Vavra.
Oh, I know what the reason was. Because the home run was hit on 10-6.
The Campers score 1 more run in the 12th on singles by Lefty Gillette, Norm Kent, and Anthony Mortana. But the rally ends at home plate.
There's a rocket. Fair ball down the left field line. He's kicking it around out there. They're getting at least 1 run. Norm's going to turn first. He's going to get an RBI. And he's going to hold on with a base hit. And that's 3 runs.
Than any other club. Possibly has to be a fatigue factor.
And it's a base hit for Anthony Monterana. He may get an RBI here. Here comes a throw to the plate. It's not cut. And they're going to stop him at third in front of the plate, and he's out. And that should be the ball game.
The instructors score their final 2 runs off Richard Keys, who gives up 4 hits. But all in all, a pretty good game.
Get over there, and it's down the line for a base hit. Travis is going to turn first and hold up. And the pitch. And there's a ground ball down the first baseline. Lefty can't get it. And the pitch. And it's rocketed down the third baseline. Anthony can't get to that one either. 1 run will score.
The Campers may have lost 20-5, but they are about to win some very nice trophies. The awards banquet is next.
This is the award that we have now, and anyone who gets this award should be very, very proud that he gets it. And the person who gets it tonight is Ken Inman. So Ken.
think I have to explain what a hustle is. You see guys in this camp who put out all the time, and the guy who topped the list, he did a heck of a job, Charles Chuck Scholler.
The sky turned to snow. All around the day was going down slow. Night like a river beginning to flow. I felt the
You guys are probably young. This might be the first time this has ever happened, that the Purple Heart's going to be given out to the guy that got hurt during the workout. He didn't even get to day one of camp. He didn't get to play in a game. He took one swing, fell down, and broke his thumb. And then the rest of the week, he was a pain. But anyway, the Purple Heart goes to Hal Elliott.
Well, I'm not the kind to live in the past. The years run.
Golden Glove Award. Well, let me tell you how important that is. I think a pitcher's greatest delight is to have a Golden Glove player playing behind him. Because when the game is on the line, he wants that ball hit to that guy. At least I think that's the way it is. And the Golden Glove person is David Coleman of Savannah.
To get on the last train home tonight.
This guy can play. I mean, he could do a lot of different things. He could get on base, he could run the ball down, he could field, he could hit, he could think the game too. Jock of the camp, George David Reagan.
The Cy Young Award, just a little sidebar before we get to this. Guy Conti, and hopefully this comes out, we don't know what's going to happen, but there's a guy that hopefully gets a Cy Young Award in the National League who Guy Conti had as much to do with as anybody, and that's Pedro. So, boy, I'm hoping for you, Guy. Anyway. Cy Young Award this year goes to a guy that's been around the Dodger organization for a couple of years. Was playing catch in a parking lot up in the Northwest somewhere with Joe Vavra, and decided to come down here in camp and did an outstanding job. Told me he went 8 innings today. Couldn't get him to go the 9th. You know, yeah, who the hell told you that? And you know the irony of that is, here's what you got to understand. If he goes the 9th, then you got the agent coming in and telling you he shouldn't have gone out there, he had too many pitches, okay? And if he doesn't go the 9th, you're second guessed because he didn't go out there. So what the hell do you do? Tell me before we do it. Anyway, Bob Romero, nice going. You did a hell of a job this week.
I think play of the week, or play of the game, play of the day is defense. And we've already had one this week that was for offense. Now, I've seen a lot of baseball games in my life, as most of the guys that play pro ball have. I never saw anybody get 6 hits in one game. 6 solid, well-stroked balls to all fields. And our man who's going to get this award's already been honored for it, but you can find much better play of the week than Shohei Ohtani, 6 hits.
I know you're in there, you're just out of sight. Oh, time passages. Buy me a ticket on the last train.
I'm very glad to be here to present this award. And it's a wonderful award. And I guess I love all catchers, I guess, because my husband was a catcher. When I see Ron, I just feel so great. I said, gee, he's good. I watched the young man catch the other day, and I was very happy to watch him and see him perform so well. And today, I am so happy to present this award to Sam Greco.
Took a few lessons, still can't catch a pop-up. We saw that today. But I'm telling you, this guy made one heck of adjustments to his cup. Started dressing like Spider-Man. But overall, I think this award's really fitting. As I said, it was unanimous choice because this guy really did improve. He took off a little weight, came back with a vengeance, had a real game face on for the most part through this camp, and I think he can even pick the guitar a little bit better than he did a year ago. But Joe Walsh won this in most.
This is an award that I think that should feel pretty comfortable with presenting, because we've been fortunate enough to, the time that I've been with the ball club, to have, with the exception of this year, the last 5 in a row. And I think with a little luck, we could have had that this year again. And it's still, I feel, the Dodger Award, and the rookie that won it this year certainly deserves it. He's one of the best ball players that I've seen come along in a long time. He's a left-handed hitter. He's the only guy that I've seen hit a ball, just although it went a little bit foul, but went into that canal here in right field on field number 2, and that's Jack Seals.
No, pero finalmente para presentar este trofeo, aquí hay muy buenos bateadores, he podido apreciarlos y fue una competencia bastante reñida. Y para premiar al campeón bate se llama Mark LeDuc, que es de San Bernardino, y batió 6.52.
He said Mark LeDuc is the batting champion and he hit 652.
Most valuable player, obviously, outstanding, great athlete. You're talking about a guy that fills his position. I wish I had some pitchers on my team that can fill his position like that. But did a great job, great pitching duo. We couldn't have done it without him today. He knew what kind of game it was. He rose to the occasion, and he deserves the award. Doug, come up here. All right, bud.
You can't imagine the fantasies that go on here, not just for you guys, but for us, for we who came here as kids and still come back, put the uniform on. It's wonderful. But it's a great idea. Guy, you did a great job. Billy Russell, we're going to sweat blood with you again this year. You did an outstanding job as manager. You were close. Bounce of the ball or 2, you'd have been there. Next year it'll be all the way. Good luck. We had Bob Hope scheduled for this, and he did have another commitment. Thanks for the memories, a week of Dodger Blue, with friends both old and new, and all the things you learned you thought that you could never do. We thank you so much. Thanks for the memories, the baseball that we played, the hits for which you prayed, and all the other great things you got because you paid. We thank you so much. Now, many's the time we had good days, many's the time they were bad. But wasn't it great here together, just playing the game for our own Hall of Fame? So thanks for the memories that spans so many years of Dodger laughs and tears, and of the greats that made it so. We give a million cheers. Now you have a piece of it to add to your careers. And we thank you so much. Blessings.
Very good.
Fun tickets in my pocket, visions in my brain. Grandfather always told me if I went down, I might never come back again. I studied the language tapes and I read all the books. Still nothing prepared me for my very first look. It was my first look. Baby, that's all it took was my first look around. I think I want to go flying, but I don't want to leave the ground. So I'll just cruise on my landing gear and taxi around the old town. Up to the mountain, down to the sea. Take me to Leblon where the samba queen awaits for me. It was my first look. That's when I swallowed the hook on my first look round. Amor à primeira vista. Você não quer que eu insista. Amor à primeira vista. Reação química, química, química. Amor à primeira vista. Você não quer que eu insista. Amor à primeira vista. Reação química, química, química. Six days later, I was feeling like a missing link.